Selling season is here and you are hard at work getting your home ready for the market. But you have one critical thing you haven't done yet. You haven't hired a realtor. So today I'm going to help you out with 8 red flags to watch out for when interviewing realtors for the sale of your home. Stick around to find out what they are. Hi everybody, I'm Natalie Bratton, Bratton Real Estate Group at RE/MAX First in Oklahoma City. And since you are about to put your home on the market and you haven't hired a realtor yet, I want to give you a few tips to help you in choosing your realtor. Now, if you're a local, watch this and then just call me because I can save you a lot of heartache. Call me. I've been doing this for a long time. If you are not local and you're hiring in another state, then here are the red flags to watch out for. And you know what? You should still call me afterwards because I know realtors with RE/MAX all over the world. So let's get started. It's selling season and it is time to hire the realtor to help you sell your home this summer. And so when you are interviewing realtors to represent you on the sale of your home, there are a lot of questions you should ask them. And there are some big red flags that I believe you should look for so that you are paying attention and watching for them as you interview your prospective realtor. Number 1, the first red flag is that they only talk about themselves. There is a certain level of information you need to get from them about themselves. But if they never stop and get to know you at all, and if they never ask you questions about why you're moving, what your goals are, what are your expectations, and what's important to you, they don't ask you those questions, then they may really screw this up for you.
You blew it.
So be sure you have a realtor who cares about you and your family and what your needs are in your real estate sale. The second red flag when interviewing a realtor is that they haven't had much business. Now, I know if they're new, they're not going to have a long resume, but I'm talking about that realtor who has been doing the business for 25 years and has sold 25 homes. I mean, if they've been in the business for a long time and they only sell 1 or 2 houses a year, that either means, 1, they don't really do this as a full-time job. They just do it occasionally, which isn't going to help you much. Or 2, nobody wants to use them, and there would be a reason why. So if they haven't sold very many homes and yet they claim they do this as a career, I would take that as a red flag.
Sure is a red flag, I agree.
If they are a new agent, which there are some real go-getters out there, I would just want to know if they have a team that they're on, or they have a mentor or a really good support staff, that they're part of a really good brokerage like RE/MAX that gives them the support and the training they need to make sure they can take good care of you. A third red flag to watch out for when interviewing a realtor would be one that badmouths other realtors. Yeah, so if you are talking about a past experience or maybe the other people you're interviewing and they want you to name names, and then when you name names, they actually trash talk other realtors and companies, that's a pretty big red flag.
Those are some red flags.
Another thing would be like if you say,
yeah, well, we're hiring Natalie as our realtor.
And instead of saying,
oh, that's great, I respect your decision.
If they then try to steal you away anyway, that is a red flag as well. Red flag number 4, does not work by referral. Okay, so there are multiple ways in this business that I can bring in new clients. YouTube is one way, and most people have some form of marketing they do. You can also actually buy leads from sites like Zillow and Realtor.com. And then the number 1 way that most of us build our business is through our past clients and our friends who give us referrals. I want you to like me and be so happy with my service that you then tell all your friends about me and then they use me. That's the plan. If you are interviewing a realtor and they say they don't do that they don't work by referral, they don't have any past clients that they can give to you as references who will say that they are wonderful and they had a great experience with them, that, my friend, is a big red flag. That means all they do is just turn and burn, turn and burn, turn and burn, and they don't care what happens afterwards. That, that is not good. Number 5 is a very common problem: lack of communication. Now, everybody has a bad week. Nobody's perfect. But if there is not some system in place where this person follows up with you on a regular basis, if they are not very quick to call you back or email or text you back, that would be a really bad sign. So ask questions along those lines of how do you communicate? What systems do you have in place to make sure that we stay in touch during the transaction so that I know that you're taking care of things? Number 6, lack of marketing. Okay, so you can get your license, you can put a sign in the yard, but that doesn't mean the house is going to sell, even in a seller's market. If you are going to put your home on the market, you want to make sure that there is a good marketing plan. I actually went on Facebook yesterday and asked friends what are red flags of hiring a realtor to see what people would say. And there's one gal from high school who told me that they had to beg their realtor to put their home online. It's like, what is this? 1998? Your house should be online. And you should have professional photography. And your realtor should have a presence on social media, on Google. And absolutely your home needs to be in the MLS so that it's on all the major websites. Don't just assume that all realtors are doing the same thing. We're not. We're not all doing the same thing.
Absolutely not. That's a full-on no.
So Google the realtor. Look at their website. Does it look like they created it 20 years ago and it hasn't changed? Do they have listings that you can see examples of how they marketed them? Like, look at that kind of stuff. And besides marketing online, it is good to have a flyer or a brochure or postcards, things that you can give to people at open houses. And are they professional looking? Are they something that you would want to have your house on it? Like you are choosing them to represent you and make your house look as good as it can. So ask about their marketing plan and be sure that they are up to date in the marketing and in the marketing department and online. If they're not tech savvy, that's okay, but do they have a person on their team who is? The 7th red flag is a realtor who is quick to cut their compensation. Now, I know you have to ask, right? You feel like you have to ask for a discount. I can respect that. But know that if a realtor is really quick to just agree and do it for you, there are a few things happening there. One, they might be desperate for your business and willing to do whatever it takes to get it. And the second thing would be that maybe they don't have confidence in themselves or how they run their business, that they would cut their compensation. And they may not really know their value of all the things that they bring to the transaction to help you sell it. If they are quick to cut their compensation, they might not be a very good negotiator. And if they can't negotiate on behalf of themselves, they're not going to be able to negotiate for you either. Number 8 is they're not a market expert. So ask the person you're interviewing if they have sold a home in your area. If it hasn't been right in your neighborhood or something, that's okay. But I'm talking about as a whole, like, do you live in my town? How many homes have you sold in my town? Do you sell in my price range? Do you sell this style of home? Things like that, just to see if they know what they're talking about and what they're doing. So make sure the person isn't just trying to kind of pull that over on you. See if they actually know the area where your home is. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to know more about Oklahoma real estate, If you want to know more about hiring me as your realtor, whether you're buying or selling, you can call me or visit me at oklahomahomeseller.com. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video so other people like you can find me as well. Come back next week. I have a lot lined up to talk about in real estate this year in Oklahoma.